Hola estudiantes, este video es sobre los usos de por. So, before we begin with the other uses of por, let's see if you can remember some of these expressions that use por. Say the definition if you know it. Por ejemplo. For example. Por eso. For that reason. Por favor. Please. Por lo general. In general. Por la mañana. In the morning. Por la tarde. In the afternoon. Por la noche. In the evening. Por primera vez. For the first time. Por segunda vez. For the second time. Por supuesto. Of course. In addition to these expressions, por is used in several other ways. First, to indicate length of time or distance. Por ejemplo, caminamos por 2 millas. We walked for 2 miles. 2 miles was the length of the distance. We also use por to indicate movement through, along, or around. Corrimos por el parque. We ran through the park. We use por to indicate an exchange of one thing for another. Pagué $10 por la camisa. I paid $10 for the shirt. In other words, I exchanged the $10 for the shirt. We use por to indicate reason or motive. Por ejemplo, fuimos al concierto por la música. We went to the concert because of the music, or for the music. So when I say to indicate reason or motive, if you can ask the question, ¿por qué? And answer with por, that's what I mean by indicating reason or motive. In other words, in this sentence, I could easily ask, why did you go to the concert? Oh, we went to the concert for the music. We use por to indicate a substitution or action on someone's behalf. Mi amigo hizo la tarea por mí. Now, I don't recommend doing this, but the sentence means my friend did the homework for me. In other words, he did the action on my behalf. And lastly, we use por to indicate means of communication or transportation. For example, fuimos a Chicago por avión. We went to Chicago by plane. That was our means of transportation. For communication, you might hear something like, hablamos por teléfono. We talked on the phone. That was our means of communication. Muy bien, clase. Estos son los usos de por. Gracias y hasta luego.